Oh, we're live. Hello again. Welcome back to the Yeg Show. Thanks for joining us. We have a show for you tonight. He's not a stranger to the Edmonton community. As a matter of fact, since April 2020, Mr. Varinder Bhullar has supplied food to hungry families during this season, and he does it in conjunction with Green Scholars of Alberta and the Del El Punjab's restaurant here in Edmonton. I want to thank you so much for taking your time to come on the Yeg Show. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to spread our message out to the Edmonton community, to the people in need who are looking for food and who are in need for food. And that is our goal, is we'd like to get the message out to everyone who needs the food so they can get the message out.
So how did you start this free food campaign? How did it come to start?
Well, I'm pretty active on the social media, and I noticed that there was people sleeping hungry because of people have lost their jobs, and there were a lot of international students that came from other parts of the world, and they came in January. They were expecting they will come in here, find a job, a part-time job, and start working, start paying their bill, and they just completely could not do it. There are people who had lost their job before, and now they were not able to find it. And I thought this is not fair, that we are all together into it, and we are all a big family, and no one should sleep hungry. This is everyone should have a right to food, and that is what I thought. And then I represent Green Scholars of Alberta, so that association was founded in the memory of our mother, and my mother would never let anybody sleep hungry, and I thought she would be happy if we can do something like that, and that motivated me to do something like that.
I mean, I was looking on your Facebook feed today, and you see the messages you put up. People saying, "I need a warm meal today," and it breaks my heart that they're actually hungry people in this city. People going to bed without a warm meal in this situation. And my question is, you're a man, you're a community man yourself. How bad is this situation? How bad is it really?
We are supplying average 100 meals a day. Someone will ask for one meal, someone will ask for five, depending upon the family. There are different reasons for people to in need of food. Some people are in isolation. They just cannot get out and get a meal, and they are not fortunate enough or rich enough to order skip the dishes. So they are not healthy enough to cook at home. So there was a single mother of a daughter. She said, "I need two meals. Can you get it to me? I'm in isolation." And I put a message out on the Facebook, and there was within 1 hour, there's 10 people volunteered to deliver the meal. And that is the kind of a community we are looking in. There are all kind of amazing people. They are willing to help. And anybody who needs help, they should not feel embarrassed or shy or anything like that. This is, we are all a big family, and this is our responsibility to feed each other. Just like I feel the responsibility to feed my son and my daughter, I think, or my wife or my sister or brother, this is how we are all a big family, and I think we should be feeding each other.
What you do is incredible and amazing, and it brings tears to my face that Edmonton. There are people in Edmonton that are so selfless as to, you can get free something warm, something nice, something homemade. Whenever, if you're hungry, pretty much in this city. You also do face masks. How did that start?
When I started giving free meal, and that's the amazing community we live in, there is a family, two families that approached me. They said, "We want to help, and we have the skills to do the mask. And can you help us deliver those masks?" And I said, "That'll be wonderful." And that family has made 1,200 masks so far, cloth masks, and that we have all distributed at that restaurant. And it's not although the restaurant is located in Millwoods, but people are coming all the way from Beverly or all the way from west end of the town, and they're coming both ways to get help as well as to help the restaurant. Because there was a gentleman who said, "I drove all the way from the west end because I want to give the business to the restaurant who's helping us." So this was all a joint venture. It started like in the month of April. Actually, the restaurant was generous enough. He said, "I would not charge anything for the meal. And in May and June, we approached our family and friends. They all pitched in whatever they could, and our family pitched in. So it was a community event that we did it. And then we approached the government of Alberta actually, and they have helped us now actually. Now onward, I think we will have it running probably till the end of the year, where we'll have this program going now.
Okay, so well, that's awesome. So you got this funding from the government of Alberta, and you'll be able to deliver 100 meals every day till the end of the year.
At least, yeah.
At least that's incredible. So,
Yeah.
what are people saying about this service?
They are amazed. I think you must have seen some feedback on my Facebook too. If you're looking at it, they are very happy. They are very they feel very happy when they go there. This food is awesome, and you just thank your volunteers for doing the stuff. And this it makes you feel that giving is always makes you feel better than taking it. And I think but in this case, I think people who are taking the meal, they should not feel bad at all, because they are like a family, and that's our job to feed them. And they feel very happy and amazed and thankful.
Oh, yeah. So when we talk about the meals, is it just for people from a particular ethnic group? Is it for everybody?
It is people from African countries are coming, people from Chinese nation are coming, people from Indian nation are coming, and people are Caucasian background are coming. So you name it, they all have been there. One day there will be one community will be more, another day another community will be more. There are some repeat who are coming in every day, and there are some people who come in for a couple of days and then not come in for other 2 days, and they come back again. We have a list of about 300 plus people in our contact, because I don't use their name. I have saved under like need food 1, 2, 3, just as a number. So because we started as a month of April 1st, and I wanted to keep the contact in case if we go in May. So June, so every month I send them the message if food is going this month. And now it'll be more of a generic blanket message that it'll go until the end of the year. But that's how we were communicating with them. We'll just text message them that if you need it, come in again. And we have about 300 people on our contact list.
So do you have a set menu every night, or what is the choice?
It's a fixed meal that is made for depending on how many requests we have. It will be it's usually one curry going with either rice or naan or chapati. So one of those. So curries are different every day. They are not the same. The menu change, but it is, since the restaurant is East Indian, so the focus is the East Indian meal.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's for the families who are not fortunate enough. They might have enough to cook at home, but their kids' mom might want to try something different, and and then they're welcome. They send us messages, and we do not ask any question. But I have to tell people is just go and show your finger. I need 5 or 2 or 1. I don't even ask for anything, and we know what it is. We'll give you the bag, and you walk away.
That's incredible, because I know for some people accessing the food bank without, like for example, if you are maybe an undocumented person in the city, it may be hard for you to access the food bank program. But this is just generous, and we just need more people to know about what you're doing. So what's the capacity like? You're doing 100 a day. Do you see a time where you'll be doing 250, 300 meals a night? Where
we could, I guess. And since we make it, if we go with the choices, it becomes hard, I think. So we make it in bulk. And there was I don't know if you read on our Facebook or not, we supplied 7,000 meal in one day. This was because that was mental meal. We held a vehicle drive on the Eid day, but that was not just Eid celebration. That was, we said, well, people are locked in because of COVID-19. They don't have any opportunity to come out. They're feeling mental sick. So we want to give them an opportunity to come out. So we said people haven't celebrated Easter. They have not celebrated Vaisakhi. They have not celebrated Holi. And Eid was on that day. So we thought, why not we celebrate all those festivals together? So we put it on the social media. We started sending messages out. And then we said, come out, just drive in and tell us how many meals you need, and in the parking lot we will hand you the bag. And then there was almost 3,000 to 4,000 vehicles came in, and 7,000 meals were delivered in one day. Although when we planned it, restaurant person was expecting there will be maybe maximum 1,000. I said, you need to have a meal for 3,000 and have a backup for 7,000, and we have to run all of our limits. So we supplied 7,000 meals on that day. And there was two different type of menus in there, and we were giving just mixed two types of meal when there's more than one meal requested. So that is huge. It's not an issue. It's sending the messages out people who needs it, and that's how it is. When we occasionally we put a little bit ad on the Facebook, so it gets to more newer people, whoever hasn't seen it before. And I keep on sharing on the various groups on the Facebook, so they get the message out. Like there's a COVID-19 page, there's Millward's page, and if anyone else is listening out there, please do go to Green Scholars of Alberta page or Varinder Bhullar page and share the information when you see it, so people know that this service is available if anyone needs it. That's the hardest part, to get the message out to the people who need.
That is true. So you are inspired by your mom, you said.
Yeah.
What do you think, if she were around now, what would she say to what you're doing now?
I think she would be happiest mother on earth if she sees me, because when I was living back home, if there was a person walking in front of her house, she would not let him or her go without having a cup of tea or a meal. So I think this is something that really is filled in from her in my heart.
Where is there a number people can call, or do they go on your website at Green Scholars of Alberta? Is that what is the first point of contact for anybody looking for a warm meal?
The easiest thing we tell them is just text my number, which is a 780-966-3121.
That's 780
966 3121.
3121.
That's, or they can even go to greenscholars.org. That's the website, and we have a Green Scholars Alberta Facebook page. They can also message there, or they can just message Varinder Bhullar's Facebook page, and I'll get it from there too. But we tell people to text it before 4 p.m. so we know how many meals we need, and then they can pick up between 6 and 7 p.m. from Delhi, Punjab. Their address is 1531 Millwoods Road East.
1531
Millwoods Road East.
Okay.
So message us before 4 and pick up between 6 and 7. Any day, no questions asked. You come in and get it. So you don't even have to tell what you're there for. Just show us your hand, how many meals you need, and then they'll give you the bag.
I want to, one of the reasons, I reached out to you was to say thank you, for what you do for us in Edmonton. And it means a lot to me to know that if I'm not going to go hungry at any night, and I know there's so many families out there who are not going to go hungry because of the work that you are doing. So thank you very much, sir. We pray that God will continue to strengthen you and support the good work you're doing here in this city. Thank you very much for coming on the Yeg Show.
Well, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to spread the message out. And that is, as I said, this is the hardest part. Everything else is piece of cake now. Since we got the system in place, we have some funding in place, and the community is behind us as well. I am not the only person who's running the program. This is run with the support of all my Facebook friends and friends outside the Facebook and the community out there.
Okay, I want to say thank you to the people watching. Someone has just sent a message. What kind of meals can they get?
Well, as I said, this is an East Indian meal. It'll be rice and curry, or rice with naan bread or roti. That's the type of meal that they'll be getting. And that's the same, as I said, it's 100 people, whatever number of people we have, we will make it. And then that's the same meal that we give it to everyone who comes in there on that day.
We thank you for what you do for Edmonton. Thank you again for coming on to the Yeg Show.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's all.